Like, he's a tremendous talent, and he's no walk in the park for no one, you know? So he's a threat to anyone that he stepped foot in the ring with, you know? But he got tremendous speed. He got great power, defense, reflexes, all that, you know? But the only thing that I can say is I'm 10 steps ahead. Yeah. Never. I'm retired. I'm happily retired. You know, it's Boots era. I pray and hope that, you know, he take it to the extreme. I pray nothing but success for him and his family, you know, and all in all, it's all about competitiveness, and people want to see, you know, this generation, how would they do with the previous generation? The same way with people comparing me to.
I don't really care.
Like, is that a fight you would want?
For sure, but you know, he retired. Like, he talking, but he retired. He ain't saying he want to fight, so he won't say he retired. You know, let him enjoy his retirement. You know, and like he said, this the Boots era. He said it himself.
You know, I've been doing that my whole career. I've been doubted my whole career. I've been talked about my whole career. I've been, you know, I haven't fought this guy. And when I do fight these guys, or when I do step up, then it's always an excuse.
Do you think that you're really going to be the next guy? You're going to be the biggest attraction? You're going to try to take over that Cinco de Mayo weekend and that Mexican Independence Day weekend in September? Is that the goal?
Most definitely. I'm the face of boxing. Like I said before, these guys can't do what I do. And then, like I said before, each and every fight, I give y'all something different. I don't ever fight the same way. And I feel like I'm giving y'all guys knockouts as well. And I'm giving y'all a show in boxing. I'm moving. I can do it all. You know, it's not nothing that you don't get from me. You never seen a boring drum.
That's the fight that everybody wants to see. Yeah. I want to do it.
Do you respect him as, like, when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so...
I understand it, but don't lie or kept to the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. Yeah. And then that one time that I did, we said, they called, and we said, you never heard nothing else back about it. So,
right.
I mean, I respect it, though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But don't be...
Terence "Bud" Crawford may have officially stepped away from boxing as a three-division undisputed champion, enjoying life, traveling, and avoiding talk of another comeback. But his recent actions tell a different story. Crawford has clearly been paying attention to Jaron "Boots" Ennis, and this goes beyond simply watching a younger fighter. He has questioned the hype around Ennis and made comments that have sent boxing fans into a frenzy. So why would a retired legend spend so much time focusing on the man being seen as the next major force at junior middleweight? Because behind the public comments, a serious rivalry appears to be developing. Fans everywhere are now calling for these two fighters to settle the argument inside the ring.
Budget man, you know the fight niggas want to see, bro.
What?
Boots. You know niggas want to see Boots, bro.
Bro, Terence is different, bro. I just know that man is different. That's what I'm saying. I never been in the ring with Boots. Yeah. I'm not saying Boots ain't different or you know, not good at all. I think it would be a good fight, but I just think, you know, Terence, just like he said, man, he's been battle tested before. Terence been through all the ups and downs in the ring. He's the Floyd Mayweather of this generation. Just the magnitude of this fight, maybe Terence is just not.
Right now, Crawford is living the kind of retirement most fighters dream about. He conquered the 154-pound division, defeated Canelo Alvarez in a huge career-defining fight, and appeared ready to leave boxing behind on his own terms. He has even been seen enjoying his time in Tanzania, far away from the pressure and noise that comes with professional boxing.
He headed next. But this wasn't your typical beach day. Instead of kicking back in a lounge chair, we found ourselves at Cocoa Beach for something a little more my speed, a boxing event.
That peaceful image did not last very long. One social media post completely changed the conversation. When Crawford was asked about Boots Ennis, he did not respond like a retired champion, simply giving advice to the next generation. Instead, Bud made a bold statement suggesting that he is still several steps ahead of the younger fighter. He also rejected the idea that Ennis has reached his level, questioning the quality of the opposition on the Philadelphia fighter's record. The comment immediately created chaos among boxing fans. Crawford was not simply giving an opinion. It sounded like a warning from a former champion who still believes he understands the division better than anyone else.
I ain't worrying about what nobody got going on. That don't stuff don't bother me. I be locked in on what's in front of me and these other champions, and I'm like I said, I'm here to take over this division, this sport, this game mine.
But it does seem like there's something there. I can't lie. He also said he was 10 steps ahead of you. There seems to be some friction there. I know it's something that dates back. Are you surprised to see this after a win of that caliber?
No, I don't even care. None of that stuff don't bother me.
But it would be a massive fight, right? I feel like he's going to come back at some point, and I think that you could be the guy to bring him back. That's a big money fight for you.
We'll see. As of right now, he retired. So he what do you say? He said he joined his retirement, right? So
yeah, that's probably the biggest money fight for you, right?
You could say that probably, but there's other big fights out here for sure too, though. So
do you consider him a hater?
I don't consider him anything. I don't even care. Like I people just keep asking me questions about it. I don't even pay him no mind. I don't pay none of these people no mind. Don't ask me no questions about him, for real. That's how I feel.
I understand. It's just new stuff, when that's being tweeted like seconds after the fight, it's hard not to ask you about it. You understand.
The situation became even more interesting when Ennis entered the ring for a huge unification fight against highly regarded Puerto Rican star Xander Zayas. Boots delivered a brutal performance, overwhelming the young contender and eventually stopping him in the 7th round. The arena exploded as Ennis celebrated a statement victory, while the media quickly began treating him like the unquestioned ruler of the division.
Jaron, what's your reaction to this knockout?
Wow. That's all I can say is let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Boots is it. Boots is it, y'all.
Boots is Sebastian Pandora versus Ortiz.
He it, yo.
He gonna beat those guys.
Yeah, yo, let's go, champ. I want my man right here. Let's go, champ. That's right. Big Brooklyn. Big Brooklyn.
So Boots and Pandora.
I told him.
Boots and Pandora.
Yeah, I like that. I like Boots.
Boots versus Virgil Ortiz too.
Boots. None of them can beat him.
Nobody. What can Xander have done? He should have. What was it?
Not fought. Right? Gave him the belt.
Okay, gave him the belt. That's it.
Gave him the belt. Here, son.
That's right.
Take that. Don't kill me. I was saying, don't kill him, Boots. Don't kill him.
Don't kill him, Boots.
Don't kill him, Boots. Don't kill him.
However, former champions and elite fighters do not watch fights the same way ordinary fans do. While everyone else focused on the spectacular finish, Crawford was likely paying attention to the moments when Ennis became vulnerable. During the 3rd and 4th rounds, Ennis admitted that he became careless. He stayed in close range for too long. His defensive movements slowed down, and he absorbed clean punches that visibly affected him. For spectators, those exchanges added excitement to an already impressive performance. But for someone with Crawford's defensive instincts and counterpunching ability, those moments could represent a major opening. Bud quickly went online and argued that the excitement around Ennis had gone too far, making it clear that a world-class counterpuncher could have punished those mistakes immediately.
But to credit Boots, like, he's a tremendous talent, and he's no walk in the park for no one. So he's a threat to anyone that he stepped foot in the ring with. But he got tremendous speed. He got great power, defense, reflexes, all that, But the only thing that I can say is I'm 10 steps ahead of him. Like, I'm 10 steps ahead of him in smarts. And I think, that's where he'd get in trouble with, you know, coming straight forward, you know, trying to box me or trying to, you know, think shot for shot. I just, you know, compare myself, you know, with a lot of great fighters, and I can see the holes in his game, and I can see the openings and the opportunities that I'll have because A, I feel like I punch harder than Xander. B, I'm way sharper than Xander. C, I'm way faster than Xander. So the shots that Xander was hitting him with and the shots that Xander couldn't capitalize because his speed wasn't there, I will be able to capitalize. And when I capitalize, everybody know I'm probably one of the best counterpunchers, you know, there ever was. So
if Crawford intended to put pressure on the young champion, the strategy produced the opposite result. Ennis did not retreat or soften his position. Instead, he went on a media run and turned the intensity all the way up. When reporters mentioned elite names such as Devin Haney, Errol Spence Jr., and Terence Crawford, Boots showed absolutely no hesitation. He treated every one of those potential opponents as a manageable challenge and made it clear that he believed none of them were beyond his ability.
No, does easy work pop in your mind or a challenging fight? Xander.
Easy work.
Charlo.
Easy work.
Fendora.
Easy work.
Errol Spence.
Easy work.
Devin Haney.
Easy work.
Terence Bud Crawford.
Easy work.
This felt different from the typical promotional back and forth used to sell a fight. Ennis appeared to be directly challenging the reputation of an established generation, referring to a three-division undisputed champion as someone he could handle without difficulty completely changed the tone of the rivalry. Boots was no longer simply a young contender waiting for his opportunity. He was presenting himself as the fighter ready to push the older generation aside and prove that their time at the top was finished.
So, Boots, Channing told Bud there's a certain number you'd come back from. But after the last fight, he sent out a little, you're not on social media, so I'm gonna hip you to it. He sent out, he's like, hey man, I ain't gonna say nothing, but y'all see it.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Like, is that a fight you would want?
For sure, but you know, he retired. Like, he talking, but he retired. He ain't saying he want to fight, so he won't say he retired. You know, let him enjoy his retirement. You know, and like he said, this the Boots era. He said it himself. Somebody, a couple people, come my homies, send it to me. He like, yo, he talking about it. It's the Boots era. He know, you know. Yeah, it's just different over here. I'm trying to tell you, it's different over here, yo. It's different.
With that, hypothetically, right? Would that be a fight that would even make sense? Like, would you say this is a big fight? Understandably, the legacy is there for Bud. But what is he, 39, 37?
Oh, no.
Something like that. And you're right there in the thick of your prime, right? Would that even be a thing? Like, you know?
No, it's definitely a big fight if he was a return, but he returned, I beat him, they're gonna be like he was old. Like, it's always gonna be something. Like, it's like I said, when people be bringing up his name, I don't even really be caring. Like, he retired. Like, it's like he just talking. He doing.
From a technical standpoint, this potential matchup creates an incredible challenge for both fighters. Former world champion Shawn Porter, who has experience sharing the ring with Crawford and has also worked with Ennis, described the matchup as an elite versus elite battle between two extremely confident fighters. Crawford's biggest advantage has always been his ability to understand what is happening in front of him. He could spend the early rounds studying an opponent's habits, identifying patterns, and then slowly taking those weapons away. His patience, accuracy, timing, and ability to adjust make him one of boxing's smartest technicians. Ennis presents a completely different challenge. He is a powerful switch hitter with exceptional athletic ability, unusual angles, speed, and serious knockout power from either stance. Boots is not interested in simply outpointing opponents. He wants to break their rhythm, overwhelm them physically, and force them into uncomfortable situations. That creates the biggest question of all. Can Ennis's explosive style and continued development overpower one of the smartest tactical fighters of this generation?
Yeah.
And buzz Boots. And
Yeah.
I think that'll. I think Terence stops him
It's
late.
such a special fight because you got two alpha males in the ring that are true alpha males. You know what I mean? I was an alpha male until I got in the ring with that dude.
It just
that dude, like, it was like the more he wasn't allowing me to do what he wasn't, and it was like, damn, okay, well then shit.
Who punches harder? You had one of them in eights and the other in sparring?
I don't know, cause that dude hit me with a right hand in the sparring, and I was like, I was like, yo, that was real.
Think it's one of those things where Boots is good, but once you run in there with that, you're like, damn, I thought I was good. Shit, I got to work on.
Yeah, it's like
shit, I got to work on.
If you compare it,
that would be like if Sean fought Floyd Mayweather. Oh, I thought I was good.
I'd compare it to this: Jaron Ennis, Terence Crawford. Jaron Ennis is Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Terence Crawford's Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Perfect.
If
A+A.
And if you just look at the highlight reels, you might actually think Vince Carter is better. You might think Vince Carter is even better. Or Tracy.
Age could be another major factor. Crawford is approaching 40, while Boots is younger, active, and still improving. Even a small decline in Crawford's speed or timing could become dangerous against a fast and unpredictable fighter like Ennis.